Hello everybody, Realm Builder Guy here, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 and Al-Andalus, or the constant battle to try to achieve Al-Andalus, better said. Yeah, so obviously last episode things went a little off the rails, but overall I think the Abbasid Sultanate is still in a pretty strong position. Before I get into that, I want to thank again everyone that's still watching the series. I know these longer format Let's Play series, the views tend to really whittle down with time, and there are still quite a few hundred of you watching the series, so I want to thank you for that. I also want to thank you for your suggestions in the comments about strategies and whatnot, knowing that there's a very good chance that I never follow any of them, simply because I listen to them, I read them, I make some notes, and then by the time I hit record, I honestly completely forget about them. So that's just the nature of the beast, and I apologize for that. Now, I had originally said a few weeks ago that this series is coming to a close, and it is coming to a close, and I feel like this 30th episode should be that final chapter. Now, of course, we haven't achieved the Al-Andalus achievement, because to achieve the Al-Andalus achievement, we need to reconquer Aquitaine, something we had done previously, and obviously that kind of fell apart. So now what do we have to do? Well, we've got Galicia, we still have the remainder of the Hudids, where we have a truce that's going to run out in a few years. And then, of course, this really annoying thing right here, this little bit of France. Now, the way I thought about doing this was we're going to play this episode, kind of see where things go. And then, instead of dragging this out further and further, because I feel like, you know, we're taking 3 steps ahead and then you get 1 push back. Pretty harsh. Call it a 1.5 to 2 steps back. I mean, it happened now that we've got this kind of, this dude who's probably going to die soon. This stuttering, wild oat, wounded, in severe health penalty infected sultan, who may not last very long, but has a decent son, at least as heir. And that was really frustrating, because we had built up so much in the area of piety and prestige to just steamroll Iberia, and now we've got to really rebuild everything again, and that's really, really, really frustrating. The good thing is we're still culture head. And as far as dynasty goes, we are also dynasty head. So things are still tracking in the right direction. He's very high stress level right now. And to kind of reconvene our efforts, let's take a look here where we sit with our truces. Right now we've got an internal truce. We don't have, I thought we still had a truce with the Hudids, but I guess with the change in leadership, that truce is no longer in effect. His allies are internal, so we don't really have to worry about that. He's got a pretty decent force. We've got 5,500. So my goal here will be right away. Well, first I got to check and see if we can even declare war. To conquer the county, we can. It only costs 100 piety, so that's something we will definitely do. We'll just take that little bit and then kind of see where we would go from there. I'm going to move our rally point to, let's just put it right here, into Dela. And then we can raise all of our armies and conquer the Hudids before we then turn and look at Galicia. I mean, we may as well look at Galicia right now. There are a lot of potential casus belli, a lot of claims that we can go through here and push it, but none of them really get us where we want to. To do a holy war for the kingdom, we're well off in piety, but we can remedy that. To a holy war for the duchy, we're a little bit off, but it'll, we're technically there. The problem there is, of course, the level of devotion is less than faithful. And we're working towards that. But there are things we can do to kind of mitigate that. Now, of course, Holy War with Galicia, there's a chance a crusade will be called in. But first things first, we need to take this little county, and we will do so right now and call in all of our levies. And once those are raised, we will head off and try to conquer these guys. All right, so they are defending in mountains, defensive buildings, and more men-at-arms. New dynasty head now, again, of the Abbasid dynasty, so that happened relatively quickly. Now we've got this battle, which we should win. Pretty nicely, or quickly, in fact. So we've got a new dynasty head. We are no longer dynasty head. And a dangerous faction has been created. Independence faction. Internal independence. And I'll be honest, if that fires and we lose that, I'll be honest, then the series is definitely done because I'm just not in the mood anymore. So we got 3 months left in the Siege of Pamplona. And yeah, so I will see you guys when that happens. Well, we have won the battle, and we have won the war. So we will enforce the demands, so be it, and disband all. All right, so that was nice and fast, and now we finally gobbled up all of the Muslim realms. Now, one of the issues we do have is this faction. This faction right here. They're going to send an ultimatum in 5 months. Their military power is quite high. So let's take a look at these individual characters. So first we have Sheikh Aldebert. He is Catholic. Then we have Emir Adfuns, who is a problem and exceptionally powerful. Exceptionally powerful. What can we do with him? We murder him. There's a 13% chance that we are able to kill him. Expected time to complete is 5 years, so we won't get there in time before they are going to do something about it. What else can we do? We can grant him independence, but we won't do that. We grant him titles. I don't know if that will do it. We send a gift of 176 gold. That'll increase his opinion. Let's just do that. And then what we're also going to do is sway him. Just to see if we can dissuade them from being part of any of this. What can we do with him? We can revoke title, murder him. No. Can sway him, offer guardianship. Can we imprison him? That would be tyranny. So that wouldn't really work. If we send him a gift of 100 gold, that'll increase his opinion of us. So we will do that. We have plenty of money. Then we've got Emeric, who doesn't like us. Let's send him a gift. We're just going to try paying these people off and seeing if that changes anything for anyone. Galician Catholic, Sheikh Andreas. I can't really... Oh, we could murder him. That's going to take 3 years. Let's first try to pay him off. Just work on these guys. And see if increasing their opinion of us will change anything. So they do want independence. That's not good. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. But their military power, their faction military power just dropped significantly. So we'll have to see where that goes. We can propose an alliance. Chiefess Mabila of Limousin. Where are you? Liege is Aquitaine. And you are of House Limoges. Where do you sit? Why can I not see this? De Vermandois. What's going on here? So they are at war with High Chief. That's the internal war going on here. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on that. Not sure I really want to do this. On decline, she loses opinion. So it's Limousin right there. Why would she want this? Why would she want this? Got a pretty decent force. There's a lot of internal claims. She's 58. She is wounded and a matriarch, eager reveler. An alliance with someone internally with Aquitaine that wouldn't really help us. Because if we go to war with Aquitaine, given how vassalage works, they wouldn't really help us. We're going to decline that one. I don't really care enough about that. We're going to keep an eye on this faction here. It looks like they're still going to send an ultimatum. And it's really a lot down to this guy. We cannot imprison him. That's frustrating. So, yeah, if we have to battle an internal war for independence, I don't think we're going to survive that. I just think they're far too powerful, and we're just not going to survive that. So our dynasty is known far and wide. That's great. Faithful. Yeah. Sheikh Abad, we could imprison him, but I don't really feel like there's a need for that. I mean, we could. Is known criminal, allowing you to imprison him, 21%. He will rise up in rebellion with other disgruntled vassals. Can't really afford to do that. Now, as far as I know, we still have low county control in Navarra and Minorca. So we are going to send, not him, council. Increase county control in Navarra. And then Minorca, if we're still around. Again, the goal here would be to at least try to claim all of Iberia. But this thing right here has me very, very concerned. So discontent, they're going to send an ultimatum at any time. And that's going to be a problem. See, is there anything we can do here alliance-wise? Alliance power, Abadids. Anybody powerful enough that's external? The Almohadi Caliphate. Almohads, he's got a pretty decent army. Let's see, she's paranoid and calm. Let's just do this so we can get an extra ally. I feel like we desperately need more allies in this upcoming war, for sure. Independence demand. To my liege, it is time for you to recognize the full independence of Dohunid and other states in the independence faction. Accept our demands or face our swords. Well, I will not be threatened, and the war has been declared. And we are going to have to raise our troops. And that is a problem now. Because they are completely superior to us in force strength. But what we could do, of course, we've got a council position here. We need to change or add a new steward. We will assign him as our steward. Call in our ally. So we will call him in. And other than that, what we could do is obviously hire mercenaries. We've got 10,000 gold. Raise more. Mercenaries with 10,000 gold. We've got caballeros and bowmen. It's 1,800. It costs us 400. We're going to add these guys. Going to hire them. And here we've got armored horsemen. We can add them as well, or just a large faction. Light footmen, caballeros, and pikemen. It's going to be rough on us financially. But we kind of have to go all out with these forces. We'll combine them into a large army. And hopefully with our ally coming in, we can stand a chance. Now let's take a look at this strategically. This is the big army. This is a very, very large army. Let's head down here. Let's take them on. And this could be the ultimate decider of the future of this series. The scandalous priest, condemn him for his transgressions. I don't have time for this right now. But we've got a major battle now here in the woods. And they're bringing in more troops, rallying all their troops. We have to win this battle. We absolutely have to. I mean, there's no choice in the matter. If we win this battle, then things are looking okay-ish for us, at least at this time. All right, that was a huge battle to win. Now we've got more to take care of, and ideally we can get our allies to come in time to help us. Also, another big victory here. Very good. So let's keep on going. I want to try to take out as many of the enemy as possible. A claim on Salamanca for months. Has been digging up spurious contracts, fabricated histories. Now Count Lambert dares act as if all amounts to a legitimate claim on Salamanca. Lambert? Who do you think you are? Okay, we can catch them. This is one of the rebel leaders. If we can imprison him, that would be fantastic. Did we capture him? Doesn't look like it. Let's take a look real quick. Who do we have in our prisons? Anybody major of note? We have a lot of people in prison. A lot of Maghrabids still sitting in here from last time. That we could actually... we'll just let them go. I mean, it's just going to be weak hooks upon weak hooks upon weak hooks. So let me get rid of those people real quick. All right, so I'm going to wait with all those prisoners. Instead, we're going to engage the enemy here and try to defeat them bit by bit by bit. Because we are slightly gaining the upper hand. Uh-oh, this battle is turning. Can we get it in our favor? Oh, this is super tight. The Battle of Urgel. Oh, now it's turning against us. And we have no allies joining. And we are going to lose this battle. And now we've got trouble. My injured vassal, there's nothing that can be done. I'm not really going to worry about that right now, but we're going to lose this battle. Hopefully we can still turn things around in this war. But I have my concerns, and I'm trying to see, do I have allies coming in anywhere? I mean, here they are, all the way down here. Not really doing much of anything. They're slowly working their way across, but that doesn't help us. We're going to have to get our strength back for this protracted one. Allied combatants slain. Your acquaintance Sidrai has been slain. Now let's look again here. Anybody worth a damn in prison? Tashim Hudid. We'll just take these favors from these and just rid them. Oh, we get 2 gold. Oh, that's great. That's not really much, but you know, I don't really care. I'll be honest. We're nearing the end of this series, so I'm not overly concerned with this kind of stuff. We get some favors, that's all great. But other than that, I'm not overly concerned with anything. Let's see, is she any good? Not really. Negotiate release. Let's just get a weak hook. What about her? She's not overly great. We'll just gain a weak hook on her. and clear out our prisons. 'Cause we don't really need any of these people. So we've got this extremely large force sitting right here. Now we could try to get around them. Let's just kind of micro our way around those large forces. Up, they caught us. They caught us. Enemy commander, our friend Abad has died. A total mental break now. Oh my god, overwhelmed by stress. I just want to be left alone. He's reclusive now. Our friend has died. We should win this battle. But we still need to pull out. We've got an empty council position. We need a new marshal. We'll assign him as a marshal. Like I said, we're gonna micro our way out of this. We need a new commander, so Jer. Bring you in. Okay, they broke off that siege. Enemy combatants have been captured. Anybody worth the dang? Not really. We're just going to keep them in. Because my goal here was to try to slip out past them and siege down their capital. So an enemy has joined their war. Let's slide around this way. We could go up there and try to siege that down. But we need to avoid that battle at all costs, and our allies are dealing with their own war here in North Africa, it looks like, and not helping us at all. This is going to be tough. We're in debt now, so obviously we get penalties, military penalties based on that. And of course we can't hire any more mercenary troops, and they are hunting us. They are coming after us big time. We're going to go through the mountain pass here. Try to evade them. They're going to catch us sooner or later. I mean, this running around thing is not going to help us. So we're no longer wounded. We are just scarred at this point. So we're now in the mountains of Monterey, sieging that fortress down. Let's go Schemer. Truth is relative. Let's go with that one. As this large army is now approaching us, we're going to have some bonuses, maybe. But either way, this is not going to be good. This could be that final death blow to our army. And if the Dunids gain their independence, yeah, I'm kind of going to call this one. You can see we're running out of supply, but they have huge bonuses against us in a very large army. And this battle is gonna quickly sour on us. They just have far too many troops. And we have absolutely no chance whatsoever. So our cousin has been slain. Allied combatants also slain in battle. And the war score now is minus 29%. And we are just, yeah, this is not exactly going the way I was hoping. Especially because our allies are not coming into the war on our side. But we may be able to draw this out. Head over to Barcelona. Let's see, where are we heading here anyway? It's kind of camping out right there. Let's move along the Pyrenees Mountains here bit by bit, inching our way towards Barcelona as our troops replenish, and then siege down Barcelona. We're now in Barcelona. Actually, 5 troops from our allies have arrived, so that's going to make the difference. See, a neighboring ruler won a war. Let's scroll out and take a look at that. France against England, Normandy. Interesting there. How that's looking. Capua. Somebody asked me to check out Cornwall. And the ruler of Cornwall is Petty King Fulk of Capua. That's interesting. Every nook and cranny. A dark night can truly make the shadows in my castle's hallways come alive. The perceived risk for unsanctioned visitors rise ever higher for every unguarded corner spotted. If I alone can see this many faults, imagine what more people with a similar perspective could do. I will hire a group of discreet agents. I don't have enough. I don't have the money. So we get improved defenses for 10 years. Support level +1 and garrison size +10%. Yeah, so Capua are in control of Cornwall and central England. That's interesting. France is splintered a bit. And of course, the Abbasid Sultanate is falling apart here under this very, very weak sultan. But we are going to capture Barcelona here shortly. But unfortunately, the war score is so vehemently in their favor that I don't see us having much of a chance. But that was a big win for us. So now we've also lost our mercenary companies that we can no longer rehire. And, yeah, this isn't good. 2,500 man army. Let's go down the coast here. Siege down the next one. It's all falling apart here pretty quickly. Our commander, we need a new commander again for whatever reason. We're going to put our marshal in charge now. Now the war score is in our favor, but probably not for long. All right, Thashim, Emir Bakar's courtier, is firmly in my grip. However, with the right strategy, I might raise my upper hand even further. Perhaps Thashim could use to extend my influence over the Emir. Here's how you will be certain to uncover Abu Bakr's secrets. Pretty few rumors about how terrifying I am. Let's try this one. 93% secret fabricated. Thashim finds evidence of one of Abu Bakr's secrets. Well, let's do that. Dynasty head change, so no longer head of the dynasty. Servants and masters. Thashim could find no incriminating information. It was a good thing I had prepared it myself. All of a sudden, Abu Bakr seems to be beset by foul rumors. I happen to hold all the evidence for them. This helps those who help themselves, so we learn of his secrets. And now for the blackmail, we get a weak hook. So, not much. We have a daughter, Salma. Very nice. So alliance is invalid. That's great. Got prisoners we can ransom. Gamila for 25. And Emira Raza for 50 here in a moment. So the Sultana is pregnant. So we get a little bit of cash. So at least for the time being, we are no longer in debt. A faction has been disbanded. But that's not the faction that really concerns me. And here comes the big army heading down south towards us. They know they have to, just wipe us out to win this war, because us capturing Barcelona is such a huge gain in war score. You know, they're going to get to us before we win the siege of Tarragona. And that should be the end of this one. Sidra has come of age. Grows up fast, and we will get that marriage done. And here is the battle that will not end well for us. Not even a little. Not even close. And some good troops on all sides, but that's another massive defeat. Huge defeat, in fact. That cost us a lot of war score. They're going to go back, siege back Barcelona. My injured vassal, Samir Garcia, has been wounded. There's not much we can do about that. They're going to siege back Barcelona, and that will turn the tide of this war oh so dramatically. It's so frustrating because we were in such a good position not too long ago, and that all completely fell apart when the Sultan died. That was the key moment. And once he died, we just could never ever recover. Yeah, briefly we had conquered all of Muslim Iberia. All of the Muslim nations had fallen to the Abbasid Sultanate, so I'm going to call that as a win. But beyond that, we failed at the end of the day. I mean, I'll probably have another daughter. You know, I may continue playing this kind of on my own and see if I can somehow recapture everything. But odds are the Dunids are going to gain their independence now. That will fracture the realm. And we're back at that position where, what do? I mean, we can try to conquer Galicia and take away that little holding of France. And then we're right back to trying to conquer another Muslim neighbor. And it's just very, very frustrating when that kind of stuff happens. The good thing is we are no longer in debt. We're making money. Of course we are. We have almost no troops. And we're not winning enough troops. That's... Dynasty Head has changed as well. They have won that one back. It's 93% war score, 94. We're going to head this up north. Donation in good faith. My Alama Tariq has received a significant donation of gold from the estate of a wealthy but childless landholder, now deceased. He claims the departed lived a very frugal and pious life and wished for the gold to go where it be good. I promise the gold will serve the realm. Oh, great. 50 gold. That's not going to change things here in time for us to avert this disaster. I mean, it was almost like they were waiting for what you could probably say was the weakest of all the sultans of the Abbasid Sultanate. And we're going to go here. We're going to go out in a blaze of glory and end it. You know, I mean, there's no chance here. One of our counselors has died. Our chancellor, we'll just assign him. So be it. One final battle that will seal the fate in this independence war, and not in our favor, to say the least. There you go. Loss there. So be it. Disband all. Guess we can't for some reason. And there you have it. The Dahunids are back. The Dunid Emirate now sits in the middle. And my friends, no armies can be disbanded. 0 armies will be disbanded. Okay, well, we'll just head on home and we will disband them now. And that is the end of that. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm not in the mood anymore. It's a fun game, but it is such a slog, this achievement run, especially playing the way I do, which isn't min-maxing it. It's not exploiting, it's not cheating. I know that frustrates some people, but that's the way I play. If you don't enjoy that, then all I can say is there are other people you can watch probably on YouTube that do play that way, and that's fine. It's been a fun story with the Abbadids. Now, you know, it's 133 years. It's a year of 1199. I could still keep on going with this all the way to the end and try to do this achievement run. And maybe I will on my own time, but I will spare you that because now we have to reconsolidate all our power, rebuild our military, rebuild our realm. You know, we're probably going to have other independence wars that are going to be going on here. And it's just, you know, we'd have to reconquer all of the Dunids again. We have to conquer Galicia that's grown, France, and Aquitaine, as well as a few other ones. And I'll be honest, I'm just not in the mood anymore. I hope you can understand that. I have decided on the next series, but that'll be a little bit decided on what the Azure patch, the 1.4 patch for CK3 will be. I don't know if I'm going to start this before the patch comes out or wait until after. I feel like waiting until once it's launched makes more sense to start afresh. But let me know your comments. You know, maybe you come up with some ideas that I haven't thought of for a new Crusader Kings 3 series. I do have one in my head. I don't want to tell you what it is because I'm curious how many of you will come up with the same one. So please leave that down in the comments. I just noticed something here. Caucasus. Interesting. The Khan of Caucasus. A kingdom tier. The Khanate of Caucasus. Interesting. Interesting. Georgia. Big. Seljuks falling apart a little bit. The Byzantine Empire is huge. Look at this thing. Hungary is strong. Lithuania. Polotsk. Sweden. Interesting. Norway. Denmark's sitting right there. Scotland still independent. Poland. Denmark is very strong here along the coast. HRE still there. Spoleto's gotten quite large. It's still the duchy. What else we have across this world? Africa. Ghana is expanded. Kawar. Nubia. Chola is pretty big. Then you've got Lu. The Kingdom of Lu. Then we've got the Queen of Mijinja. Very interesting. Very interesting there. Mongolia, very strong here. Nice to see. Angara. Kumania is still here. Kipchak. Very interesting world. So anyway, let me know in the comments. But this is it. This is episode 30, and this is the end of the Al-Andalus achievement run because it's going to take a long time. But I may do a recap on this as I play this potentially on my own. So until next time, I hope you understand. I'm Realm Builder Guy, and I will talk to you soon.